Hello, everyone. Greetings and salutations to all. This is Delvin, and a warm welcome to each and every one of you at MUSC Red Devils NCR. Before I start with this video, a gentle request to each and every one of you to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Doesn't take long. Do help us join in our mission to reach 2,500 subscribers on YouTube. Your help would be really appreciated. We come out with a lot of content, and if you do like our content, do go ahead and subscribe us. Also press the bell icon so that you're notified for every video that comes out of our channel. With that being said, let's get on to the video. So before I begin with the actual subject matter of the video, we at MUSC Red Devils NCR fondly remember all the people who lost their lives in the Manchester bombing on this day 6 years ago. And just like the spirit of the club, the people of Manchester rose above the circumstances, the trouble, and the pain that they felt on that fateful day and have become stronger than ever. So we at MUSC Red Devils NCR offer our commiserations, and we remember the people who lost their lives at Manchester, at the Manchester bombings on this day. Always remembered, and that is all. So we come to this. We come to the main subject matter of this video, and that is Man United women. So Man United women have made sure that this title race between them and Chelsea goes right up into the wire. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we will have a title race on the final day of the Women's Super League season as Man United women win the derby against Man City 2-1, courtesy of a stoppage time winner by Lucia Garcia in the 90+1 of the game. It was a very long stretch of a game where United were the dominant side for the first half. They also managed to get the City keeper sent off, and City played with a vast majority of the game with 10 players. They did not let the numerical disadvantage get the better of them. They kept on pushing United. They played with a different style. They went direct, they went route one, and it almost paid off with the equalizer. And before Garcia scored the winner, they could have very well scored if not for a sensational block by Maya Letizier, who made sure that the score remained 1-1, and Lucia Garcia, who so often has been the super sub for us, went ahead and got the winner to cue absolute bedlam at the Lay Sports Centre, where even De Gea was in attendance to watch the game. So it felt like had United dropped points there, had the score been 1-1, Chelsea would have won their fourth straight Women's Super League title and would have cemented themselves as one of the greatest women's teams in history if they weren't already. And it felt like United were trying too hard, they were trying too much, and unfortunately, it felt like it was one of those days that it is just not going to happen. But the Fergie time DNA or the Manchester United DNA runs in the girls as much as it runs among the men's team, and we got our goal right at the end of the game. In the other game, Chelsea managed to beat Arsenal 2-0, which means that they still have a 2-point cushion at the top of the table behind Man United. The win against Man City also cements United's place, and it confirms United's progress in the Women's Champions League, courtesy of second place, which is something that they will not relinquish because they have a 6-point lead over Arsenal at third place with just one game to play. So that more or less confirms a top two finish for Mark Skinner's side, who've been brilliant this season and have managed to surpass expectations and exceed them with flying colours. Now, coming to the final day of the title race, Man United face Liverpool women in the final day of the WSL season, whereas Chelsea women face Reading women in the final day of the season. The equation for United women is very simple: win and win big, because there is a goal difference. Because if Chelsea drop points against Reading, which looks highly unlikely, and if United do win, it will be equal points, and then the title will be decided on goal difference. As things stand, Chelsea have a goal difference of plus 48, whereas Man United have a goal difference of plus 43. which means that if we have to win this game, we have to make sure that we win the game by a 6 or a 7 goal swing and hope that Chelsea have as a goalless draw or maybe a 1-all draw. Anything which makes sure that their goal difference is less than us. United Chelsea dropping points is very remote. The chance of Chelsea dropping points is very remote. As United manager Mark Skinner himself said, that it is going to be a Herculean task. It will be a miracle in itself. He also spoke to the reporters saying that if at all we do end up winning the league, we go ahead. I'd definitely go ahead and have a drink, and y'all would have a drink on my name as well. Which goes to show that it is a very unlikely scenario of events, which could culminate in United becoming champions in the Women's Super League. But irrespective of that, it is been a fantabulous season by our girls. I mean, not many of them gave us a chance. The objective was to secure Champions League football, but throughout the course of the season, no one gave us a chance no one gave us an opportunity or even an outside chance to be a part of the title race. Yes, there was a slice of fortune. Arsenal were wrecked by injuries in the business end of the season. Man City also had a few significant injuries to their season as well. But you have to do the things which are in your control to make sure that you take advantage of those situations. You take advantage of those moments where your opponents have fallen behind, and you go ahead at their expense, which is something that United did. United also managed to improve on their shortcomings from last season, where they did have a Champions League position for much of the season but contrived to lose it towards the business end, which is something that has not happened this time. We've conceded the fewest goals in the division this season and are the second highest scorers in the division as well, which goes on to show that we've been brilliant on both the sides of the pitch. The only two games that we lost were unfortunately against Chelsea, and a result in either one of them could have made sure that this title race got that much more interesting. But you cannot. That's just being nitpicky. You know, it has been a brilliant season against all odds when no one really gave us a shot. These girls, led by Mary Earps, who's the best goalkeeper in the world, then Ella Toon, Katie Zellem, Alessia Russo, Lucia Garcia, Maya Letizier, all these players, they've been brilliant. They've been one cohesive side. They've been brilliant when it comes to attack. They've been brilliant when it comes to defense. It's been great, and I personally believe that if we manage to keep the score before the start of next season, if we manage to keep the likes of Russo, who's been subject to a huge interest by clubs not only from England but from across the continent as well, if we manage to keep our key players, if we manage to keep our core intact, this United team can challenge Chelsea, can challenge Arsenal for years to come. This United team is here to stay, guys. Make no mistake about it. Make no two bones about the fact we gave a brilliant account of ourselves in the FA Cup final at Wembley against the Chelsea side, who are all conquering. And I don't see any reason why we can build or why we cannot build on from the success that we have had in the season, irrespective of whatever happens at the end. We are definitely expected to beat Liverpool women in the final day of the season, which more or less is a given based on the form that we are in. We've not lost for the past 6 or 7 games. Whereas Liverpool are in the bottom half of the table. Same goes to Reading against Chelsea. Reading are rock bottom, and it will only take a miracle, like Mark Skinner said, to make sure that United end up winning the title. So these make sure what we can do from our side is done. That is, win a game and win it by a handsome margin. And then after that, it is anybody's game. Like we always say, football is a game of glorious uncertainties, and it ain't over until the fat lady sings. We can only hope in this situation that the fat lady has not finished singing yet, and maybe, just maybe, the tide turns in our favor and we do get that favorable result when it comes to Chelsea versus Reading, whether it is a draw, whether it's a Reading win, which seems very, very improbable. But hey, a man can only dream, right? So this is what it is as it comes to United women when it comes to the final showdown. We, like I said, we all at NSC Red Devils NCR are fully behind our girls. They've made us proud. They've done things that no other United team have done before. They've challenged for the title. They've secured their place in the Women's Champions League, which means that we will be seeing European nights coming in the coming season. This team will get a chance to prove their mettle against some of the best sides in the business when it comes to the Champions League. The likes of Barca Femini, the likes of Wolfsburg, Lyon, all these sides we will be pitting against them. We will be pitting our wits facing off against these sides, which will only make our squad stronger, smarter, and better. The only way from here is up for our girls, and yeah, you've made us proud. Go ahead and potentially make history at the last game of the season. That's all from this video, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in for this episode of when it comes to the women's team. Like I said earlier in this video, do like, share, and subscribe. Do press the bell icon for being notified for all our videos. Follow us on our social media space on Instagram and Twitter. We are perpetually active there. And do join us in our ever-growing family on our WhatsApp group, where every day is match day. This is Delvin signing off. Do take care of yourself. Stay safe, stay healthy, and GGMU to all.